This is Death Valley. Lowest point on the American continent, one of the hottest places on Earth, where heat and thirst and trackless wastes confronted the 49ers coming west during the greatest rush for land and gold in history. True stories about Death Valley would fill volumes, but the first of them all, how Death Valley got its name, is the story we bring you now. We call it Out of the Valley of Death.
Who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
The present position is here. Thanks to Mr. Bennett and his short cut. The horses, the oxen, all our animals are gone. Now, distance to the mountains, about 30 miles. To the California settlements, another 30. Traveling light, you should be able to make it there and back in at the most 10 days.
You mean if we run all the way?
I mean, Mr. Rogers, as you very well know, that even with strictest rationing, we have food and water for 2 weeks, no longer. Now, these women and children are depending on you.
Oh? Just the women and children? Huh? Let's go. Oh, now, Captain Cowboy here is giving all the orders around here. Leastways, he thinks he is.
Mr. Rogers.
You're right, Captain. Mr. Rogers. I'm out of the Army now, so is he, so are you. Ain't anything any of us got to do for anybody else, just ourselves. We choose to do you a favor. But we'll do it our way and in our own good time.
Mr. Rogers. We'll be praying for you.
Thank you, Mrs. Bennett. Come on.
That's the last we'll ever see of them.
They gave their word.
I remember you giving us your word. You promised you'd get us to California before the rush. Just trust in me.
I said I was wrong. I've admitted that over and over.
Bill, where is California?
Over and beyond. Bound to be some water over them mountains someplace.
Don't you ever get tired?
Well, I doubt if either one of us is as worried as those folks are back at the wagon waiting for us.
When they come back,
They'll come back that way.
it's not possible. Logistics say it would have to be from that direction there.
Come on, let's go. Come on.
I'm sorry to bother you, Mrs. Bennett.
Couldn't bother me if you tried. How's Mr. Arcane this morning?
He's worse. He just lies there in the wagon. He won't talk to me. I don't know what to do. His medicine's all gone, and
Mrs. Bennett.
Yes, Captain.
Well, I've been trying to reason with your husband.
Mr. Bennett is a reasonable man.
I disagree.
Well, that is your privilege.
Something's got to be done. We can't wait any longer. We're down to inches in the water barrel.
I know that, Captain, but there's still some left.
I think I'd better go and see.
What I have to say, Mrs. Arcane, affects your husband, your little boy, and yourself. The same as all of us. We can't run away from the facts. Manley and Rogers are not coming back. They never intended to.
I hate to hear you say that, Captain.
Closing your mind from the truth will help nobody, Mrs. Bennett. Now, let's get down to what can be done. Mr. Arcane is in no condition to be moved. Mr. Bennett belongs here with you and the children. That leaves only me. I'm not that much of a cripple. I've marched on this leg before when other men who never sustained a wound were dropping out of the firing line.
You'll want food and water for your journey.
But we can't spare any. I mean, the children are already going to bed hungry.
They'll get hungrier, Mrs. Arcane. They will starve unless one of us is able to go out after help.
Suppose you go, Captain. Suppose something happens to you.
I've lived through the war in Mexico. This desert won't stop me.
How do we know you'll come back?
Sooner I start, the better for all concerned.
I'll talk to Mr. Bennett.
I told you he won't listen.
He always has.
The way he listened when people who knew better tried to warn him against his shortcut that led us to this hellhole. For God's sake, woman! Go on. Yell. Wake everybody up. Tell them you caught a thief.
The longer they sleep, the less time they'll be hungry.
In the army, they shoot deserters for cowardice in the face of the enemy.
We don't have anything to shoot anybody with, even if we wanted to.
You're doing worse just standing there.
Captain?
Don't call me Captain. I'll tell you what kind of a captain I am. I never carry that sword except on dress parade with the Sunday militia in Illinois. This limp never came from any battle wound. I never saw battle. I fell off my horse, and I was discharged, unfit for service. I headed out west to get away from being laughed at. Tin soldier, liar, fake.
Sarah, you've been... Good morning, Captain.
Well, are you going to tell him, or shall I?
Tell me why.
We're talking about how to make things last until the boys come back.
Stop it, Sarah. For God's sake, stop it. They're not coming back. We're out here for good. You better take a look at the girls.
Are they awake?
Yeah, they're awake. They're burning up with fever.
There's no way I make another step without some water, Bill.
I ain't got no water, you know that.
Rogers. Rogers, take a look. Water. Rogers. Look.
Who are you? What do you want?
My name's Manley. His is Rogers. Our wagon party's stranded out in the desert. People are counting on us to bring back food and water.
How far did you come?
Well, I don't know in miles. Been about 15 days since we left. Women and children aboard. We can't pay much. Only got about $30 American between us.
This is a brave thing to journey so far for the sake of others. I would not expect it from what I have heard of the Yankees.
Please, no, no.
Mr. Arcane's up.
Arcane!
Stop.
Arcane!
Yes, Mr. Bennett. I broke your rule. And what are you going to do about it?
Nothing, Arcane, nothing. Except you used up your next turn, that's all.
He's just too sick to realize.
Be still. I realize, all right. You gave the orders that got us into this. And you're still giving orders. But not to me, Mr. Bennett. Not to me.
Mr. Arcane, you shouldn't be up out of bed.
Why shouldn't I? I might just as well go out and be walking with Captain Culver.
William, no.
Leave me alone!
William.
Let Mr. Bennett take care of him.
What are we going to do? What are we going to do?
All we can do is keep hoping and believing.
Oh, I can't hope anymore.
Yes, you can.
I can't.
Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me.
I thought you were going to put those horses out of their misery.
Well, they're not too lame to make it out of here if they're not carrying a load.
You really care that much about them animals, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
That's the last of it.
Charlie, save some for your father.
Can't go no further. I gotta have some water.
Leave that water alone.
Bill, I gotta have water.
These other people need it worse than we do, so forget it.
You're going in the wrong direction anyway. You've been going in the wrong direction.
Get off of that mule and carry your own weight. If you're man enough. Come on.
Poor devil. But he helped. Hadn't been for the sun shining on that sword, he'd have passed him by. Came from straight off yonder.
How do you know he wasn't lost and traveling in circles just like we've been doing?
Well, there's one way to find out. Let's go.
I told you. I kept telling you they're dead. They either wandered off or they just sat there and died.
Well, in that case, they're entitled to a burial.
They're alive, all right.
I've come back. I've come back!
Bennett, all right. Oh, Bill. I'll get you some more.
Here, let me take this food and water and the rest of them.
All right.
Come on, boy.
Take it easy now. Make it fast. One more. Now, face it.
I sure didn't figure you guys to hold out this long, but that Manley, he don't give up on nothing. I don't know how. Here you go, Miss Arcane. How's that, Charlie?
I'm gonna take this to the girls.
Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil.
That's a good name for it, Miss Bennett. That's a right and proper name. Death Valley. But beyond those mountains is God's country.
I think, Mr. Manley, that wherever we are, even in Death Valley, we're in God's country.
So Death Valley got its name. It's a national monument now, and its thousands of visitors will find at Bennett's Well this marker on the exact spot of the original campsite. A reminder of another true story of the winning of the West. Of the three principal people involved in this story, two were famous. General Lew Wallace, at that time governor of the territory of New Mexico, and Dr. Henry Hoyt, then a frontier doctor, but later a famous Army surgeon who won a presidential citation and the Silver Star. But the hero of the story, A man you probably never heard of was a prospector named Jesse Martin. It was Jesse in 1878 in the tiny town of Las Placitas, New Mexico, who discovered the gold mine on Main Street.
Martin, you take that Juliet and go back to the hills where you belong.
Ah, now, Danita, is that any way to greet your lover, your future husband?
I don't want a lover or a future husband. I see you once every 3 months. Now go away.
How about a lover who's rich, who's found his gold mine?
Let's see the gold.
Ah, now, Danita, you don't love me just because I'm rich, do you? This is me, Jesse.
Let's see the gold.
Be glad to show you. Except I figure it ain't safe carrying all that gold. But I found it, Danita. I did. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy you a beautiful silver comb for your hair and what else do you want? I tell you what, I'll come in and sit down on the couch and we'll talk about it.
When was the last time you took a bath?
A what?
Yes, you and Juliet better go down the river before you come in here. I'll go get you some soap.
We found a gold mine, did we? We're your new partners, Jesse. You gonna talk now or afterwards?
There is no gold mine.
Afterwards, huh?
Careful with that. I've had it for a long time.
Sure you have, huh, boys?
Dr. Hoyt, please. 3 men are trying to kill Jesse.
Where?
In front of my house.
Well, get the sheriff, Danita. Hurry.
When you had enough, just talk.
You'll be all right, Danita. You took a bad beating, though.
Poor darling.
You rode off as I came up.
They didn't find out a thing. Nothing.
Did you know him, Jesse?
I'll know him next time.
Could be too late. They'll find you by your mine and kill you for it. Little talk of gold and bad hombres come in.
They won't take my mine. Not a chance. Wait till I show you where it's gonna be. I'll show you where the gold is.
You can't go now, Jesse. You're hurt. Let's go in the house.
Let me show you where the mine is.
How far is it?
Not far. Not far at all.
In the center of Main Street?
Gold is where you find it, Sheriff. I searched all them hills and I found gold right here in Las Placitas.
No, Jesse, you took a pretty good beating about the head. How could you possibly know that there's gold here?
Because of the signs, Doc. Signs I should have seen a long time ago. You see that red streak? You see it? The red earth, you see? Well, that's a sure sign of gold. I learned that in Colorado. You just dig straight down, you hit pay dirt.
That red streak's always been there.
So's the gold. Sheriff, I'm a partner of the governor. Would General Wallace trust me if I didn't know about gold?
General Lew Wallace?
Just read that. You tell him, Dr. Hoyt.
I wouldn't know anything about that, Jesse.
You read this, Dr. Hoyt.
Yes, sir. I walked in to see the governor, and right off, he knew I was a prospector he wanted. So he talked me into taking his money.
It's a grubstake agreement, all right, with General Lew Wallace. He'd own part of the mine.
So would you, Doc. For helping me, you get a third. When you make your regular rounds of town next month, you get your first gold.
Yeah, but sink a mine in the center of Main Street?
Why not, Sheriff? Why? Think of what it would do. The whole town would work at the mine. You'd be foreman. $1 cash every day.
$1 cash?
Sure. I got some of the grub steak left. This didn't help the tone much, but nobody seemed to notice. Man, that sure was a safe place. There you are, Sheriff. Your first day's salary in advance.
Well, like you say, why not? Why can't we have a mine in the center of Main Street? We're not using it for anything else. Got another wagon load of ore ready to go, Mr. Martin.
Thanks, Manuelo. I'll run it in tomorrow. Oh, put a couple of extra men on guard tonight, will you?
No, don't you worry about that, Mr. Martin. I'll take care of the garden. You know, for a man with such a rich mind, you sure don't spend much time here.
Well, that's what I've got you for, Manuelo. Anyway, us rich folks like to spend our time hunting. You like that game I bring in, don't you?
Oh, sure. Don't get the wrong idea, Mr. Martin. I'm not objecting to anything. I never saw so many happy folks in this town. You know, Mr. Martin, at first these folks didn't know much about mining. But they sure caught on fast, didn't they? Yeah, they sure did.
Well, now, I was wondering when you'd be coming around here. Ain't that the same genuine silver comb I seen you wearing yesterday?
Yes, it is. Please don't buy me any more.
De nada.
Oh, your guitar.
Oh, that looks good. Thank you. Like to hear a number?
Not especially.
Well, maybe after we get married, you'll learn to like music.
I could learn to like music.
Don't get snippy with me, young lady. When are we going to set a date for the wedding?
I already have.
You have? When?
2 weeks from tomorrow. It's a lucky day.
Hey, tremendo, Danita! You're beautiful.
Don't let me interrupt anything.
Nothing interrupts this. Doc, I've got something for you.
By the way, congratulations, I overheard.
Oh, thanks. Isn't that great? Where do you see this? Here it is, Doc. First dividend for the mine. Not much there yet, but there's a lot more where that came from.
What do you know? Then it's really true, isn't it?
Of course it's true.
Well, I'll have to get General Wallace here to see this. How would you like the General here for your wedding?
Oh, we'd love it.
We sure would, Doc.
Okay. The mine and Mr. Martin are that way, friends.
Hello, Henry.
Welcome to Gold Rush country, General Wallace.
Thank you. You know, in all the grub staking I've done, this is the first one that's ever paid off, if it does.
Oh, there's no question about it. Come and see for yourself. Willie, take the General's bags over to the hotel.
Yes, sir. It was this German scientist in Colorado first told me about this modern way of mining. Mighty smart fella.
Any more red dirt around here?
Nope. And just like to let you know, I got mining rights for the whole town. Uh-oh. Got to break this up now, boys. Here come my partners. Come on, let's move along now.
General
Talk
Wallace,
later.
I'm from the Santa Fe Journal. I'd like to talk to you.
As he says, a little later, please.
Move along, boys. We'll see you later. How do you do, General? It's good to see you here. Welcome to our gold mine.
I'm mighty happy to be here, Jesse.
Here, sit down, General.
Thank you. And congratulations.
Thank you.
Henry tells me you're already producing good ore.
Sure am. Got your share right here.
Thank you. When you first asked me for that grub stake, I had a hunch you were going to be lucky.
It's not luck, General. It's science. Let me tell you something. This is just the beginning.
General Wallace, I'm E.J. Bainbridge. This is my partner, Ben Rydell.
How do you do?
How do you do?
We've been waiting for you to arrive, General. Yesterday, we made an offer for this mine to Mr. Martin and Dr. Hoyt.
And I told you it's not for sale. Now you're interrupting a business meeting.
No, wait a minute, Jesse. I think the General ought to hear this. These gentlemen offered $100,000, General Wallace.
The mine is not for sale. Anyway, that's chicken feed.
Chicken feed? What kind of chickens are you feeding now, Jesse?
But we're making plenty of money, General. Why should we sell?
You tell him why, Ben.
Because that was yesterday's offer. My partner and I have talked it over, and today we're offering $200,000.
And I say no. Capital N-O.
No, Jesse.
That's quite a bit of money, Jesse. I think we should at least talk it over.
Look, you two gentlemen own 2/3 of this mine. You don't even have to listen to Mr. Martin.
General, you wouldn't do anything like that, would you?
No, Jesse, we wouldn't.
Thank you.
Mr. Bainbridge, while we are indeed partners, Dr. Hoyt and I feel that the mine rightfully belongs to Jesse. So we wouldn't make any deal without his full approval.
See? I don't approve. Not for 200,000, not for 300,000.
300,000?
That's right.
What have you got against selling, Jesse? We're in this for the money, and it's going to take quite an investment to bring in machinery to run this mine properly.
Then we'll buy what we need. Look, will you look at these? Look at these assay reports. Look at them, General.
All right, Jesse, don't get excited. We'll do whatever you want. Gentlemen, let us talk it over and we'll get back to you. Meantime, it occurs to me that if I were going to invest the kind of money that you're offering, I would, not that there's any question of honesty, of course, but if I were you, I'd run an assay report of my own. You don't mind, Jesse?
No, why should I?
Yes, that's a good idea. I could take some samples into Santa Fe and be back by tomorrow.
That way you can tell what you want to offer, whether or not you want to go 300,000.
300,000? Well, we never made that offer.
Well, I didn't say I'd accept it. The fact is, I won't accept anything tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm getting married.
So, Mr. Rydell, you take some samples and run your own assay. All right, Jesse?
I don't care what he does.
Good. In the meantime, there'll be no more talk of selling until after the wedding.
All right.
Hold it! Hold it! The mine's a fake. There's no trace of gold at all. That ore is nothing but plain rock. There's not a trace of gold in any of that rock.
300,000.
I had a feeling there was something wrong. Jesse, I think we all deserve an explanation, don't you?
Going on my honeymoon. I got no time to talk.
This won't take long, Jesse. Just tell us, what is the truth?
You with me, Denita?
I'll always be with you, Jesse.
All right, General, let's have that talk. So, well, what more is there to say? Rydell picked the wrong samples, and that's all.
I'm afraid we can't accept that, Jesse.
Why not? You got paid, didn't you? Why? Everybody who works here at the mine got paid. Manuelo, you've been getting paid ever since you started work, right?
That's right. We got paid.
But how, Jesse?
From the gold! How else? By golly, I'm running a gold mine and I'm paying off. You got paid, and everybody who works here got paid. You want to argue about it? You saw those assay reports. I couldn't fake those. Why would I? You know what's in this box? A bar of pure gold. I ain't even cashed yet.
Let's see it, Jesse.
All right, I'll show it to you. No, why should I? I don't have to prove any more to you. I paid you. Now, you don't have to trust me. That's up to you.
But there is gold in that box.
I'm telling you, there's a bar of pure gold in that box, and I'm asking you to believe me.
We're trying, Jesse. Believe me, we're trying.
All right, all right. I'll tell you what I'll do. Since you're not satisfied with the partnership, I'll buy you both out. I'll give you $100 each for your shares.
$100?
That's right.
Yesterday, we turned down 200,000, and today you're offering us $100 apiece.
That's my offer. Take it or leave it. I'll tell you what else I'll do. You don't want to sell to me, I'll sell to you. $100. For $50 apiece, you can have the whole mine.
Does that include the bar of pure gold in that box?
That includes everything, the ore, the mine, and all the gold in that box.
$50 apiece.
That's right.
I don't know about you, Henry, but I think I've had enough of the mining business for a while. Besides, I have a territory to run. Jesse, I'll accept your offer for my share of the mine.
And I have a medical practice to take care of. I accept your offer too, Jesse.
All right. You're selling a valuable mine. $60, $70, $80, $90, $100 for you. $60, $70, $80, $90, $100. $100 for you.
That won't make you short on your honeymoon.
I don't need money on my honeymoon. Well, I guess we don't have to sign papers, just a gentleman's agreement.
That should do it.
Of course. Maybe we should shake on it, that is, if you want to shake with me.
I insist on it. Sure. It's been a memorable experience, Jesse.
Doctor?
A once-in-a-lifetime experience, I might say.
Oh, if you'll excuse me.
Just one thing, Jesse. Because I'm a very curious man, would you do me just one favor?
Anything.
Show me the bar of pure gold in that box.
Well, now that our business is finished, I don't see why not.
What do you know about that?
You see? There is gold here, just like I said all along. And you still have your jobs, and you'll all get paid. And what's more, from now on, this mine belongs to me and the town, and nobody on the outside has any part of it. Manuelo, I'll be away for a few days, but I'll be back on Monday, so you have a load of ore ready to go.
Yes, sir, Mr. Martin.
Gentlemen, maybe I didn't pay you quite enough for your shares because I was a little mad at you. Well, I'm not mad at anyone now, so here. You and Dr. Hoyt divide that between you. There's a lot more where that came from. Now to something important. Gentlemen.
Henry, don't wait for me to talk. I got nothing to say.
All I know, General, is I've got to find out what's going on. When that honeymoon is over Monday, I'm going to be back here, too.
What's the matter, Manuelo? You didn't think I'd be back today?
I'm thinking what can happen on the road. Better take me along with you.
No, you couldn't stand the music. I'll be back in a couple of days. Hiya, Doc. Glad you happened to stop by.
Oh, I didn't just happen to stop by, Jesse. I've been following you.
Looks like everybody was. I was leading a parade.
Oh, I don't figure them to come back. But I'd like to point out that I maybe saved your life, Jesse. Don't you think we ought to have a little talk?
About what?
About what's really going on. I think you're about ready to tell me now, aren't you?
Well, I reckon so, Doc. Get in the wagon. So after the sheriff and his men finish mining the ore in town, I bring it out here and dump it.
Seems like an awful lot of waste, Jesse.
Well, I suppose it is, but it's worth it. You see, some fellas may take a few shots at me, but nobody's going to try to steal my mine when they think it's right in the center of Main Street.
Where is the real mine, Jesse?
Not here. This is just a transfer point. Doc, I've gone to a lot of trouble to keep it a secret. I don't want nothing changed.
Kind of like that mine in town, huh?
I do now. You know, Doc, a man gets tired of being lonely, being nothing. In that town now, I'm a bigger man than you and the general and all them Eastern millionaires put together. I'm the biggest man in town. I got the prettiest girl for my bride. And I'm going to keep on running that mine no matter what it costs.
Don't know that I blame you, Jesse.
I will admit that maybe you and the general rate some more of that gold.
Oh, no. We've had enough. Any more easy money, and we're liable to forget what our real work is.
Well,
so I guess your town and your secret are safe with us.
Thanks, Doc.
Adios, Jesse.
Adios, Doc.
Henry Hoyt went on to become chief surgeon in the armies of Generals U.S. Grant and Arthur MacArthur. Lew Wallace became U.S. ambassador to Turkey and wrote one of the great novels of the time, Ben-Hur. As for Jesse Martin, he operated the gold mine on Main Street for many years and prospered. Where was his real mine? No one ever knew. At this spot in 1849, Asa Bennett, his wife and children, were hopelessly lost in the burning wastelands of Death Valley. His friend, William Lewis Manley, found a trail out of the desert and returned with supplies to rescue the Bennetts from certain death. Bennett vowed he'd never go back to the land the Indians called Tomisha, ground to fire. But 10 years later, time dimmed the memory of his terrible ordeal, and the lure of silver drew him back to the Valley of Death, where he would have a chance to be a friend indeed.
Oh, Mr. Bennett. Remember me, Ed Harper. Oh, sure. I thought you were going up to try your luck in Mariposa.
Well, I was, but they tell me that country's mined out, except for the big operators.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Looks like for a small investor like myself, the place to go is the desert. Death Valley.
I don't know. Hell out there.
I heard of what happened to you.
A long time ago. Long time ago.
Well, I'll tell you, those stories don't scare me. I may be late for the North Country, but I'm looking to get in on the beginning in the desert.
So I says, you can keep your toothache shovel. I won't be needing it no more. 'Cause this here's silver. And I aim to go to Death Valley and farm me on an acre or two. And with that, I pitch the shovel down the hill and him chasing it.
Charlie. Well, what do we got here?
It's mine. What's it look like?
It looks like silver.
That's 'cause it is pure native silver. And I'm going back and get me the rest of the mountain.
Charlie, this is Ed Harper, Charlie Alvoy.
Howdy do?
You found that in Death Valley?
That's what I said.
Well, Charlie, Death Valley's a pretty big place.
You ought to know, Asa. But one mountain ain't hard to find.
No, thanks. You mean there's really a mountain of silver in Death Valley?
Maybe two. You heard of the lost gunsight, ain't you? It ain't lost no more.
Oh, come on, Charlie. That's what you said when you came in with the gold from the Brayfogle.
You don't have to take my say-so. But this here comes from the same place that Martin fella made his gunsight.
Who's Martin?
Jim Martin. He was with us in '49. When he came out, he discovered silver, carved himself a gun sight out of it.
Yeah, I remember. You know where that is?
Yeah, Tucky Mountain. They said it's almost underfoot, but they've never found it.
Up until now, but all I need is a little grub stake.
Yeah, I thought you might. Well, you say you wanted to go to Death Valley. How about it?
Count me in.
Three-way split, Charlie?
It's a deal. Oh, I had a little dog, his name was Sport. His ears were long and his tail was short.
Charlie, can't we slow down just a little?
We're going about as slow.
All right, all right. That canyon was like an oven.
Ain't much water up ahead, no telling when.
I know where there's a stream not 10 miles near. Here, have one of me. Now, you find the silver and I'll find the water, all right?
All right. This way to the Silver Mountain. Come on.
Come on.
Come on, boy.
Bobby.
Long 10 miles, more like 20.
Maybe, but I knew it was here. But it's dry. But there was water here.
In winter, like when you was here before. Streams dry up in summer.
Charlie, we gotta have water.
Oh, I brought me along a little substitute.
I thought you told me he was...
Charlie, where'd you get that?
Just for emergencies. Have one on me.
No, I'll wait. Water can't be too far. Come on.
Come on, Bobby.
We going across there?
Not so much across, more north.
Somehow it all looks different.
The desert changes. Folks don't think so, but it does.
Look, down there. Water?
Ain't no water down there. Come on, don't be stubborn now, Bubby.
Now, Bobby. This is it. Our campsite was right here.
Ain't such a bad place at that.
Sarah's, my wife's cup. We had nothing to put in it then. Not much more now.
I want to know where we're going.
Let me go.
All right, take it easy, Ed. For over a week, he's been leading us up one trail and down the next. I'm going to find out where in hell he's taking us.
That's right, mister. It is hell, just like I told you.
You told me a lot of things. One of them was that we were going to find some silver, and that's what I want to see.
Well, that's where we're heading.
You're lost.
I ain't lost. I got me a landmark.
Like what, Charlie?
Like that butte right ahead. That's why we have to go through here if we want to get to there.
Who's that?
Come on.
Over here!
Say, that looks like Doc George. Am I glad to see you, Doc?
You old sidewinder.
Hello, Doc.
Howdy, Ace. Spotted your tracks.
Well, I'm sure glad you did. Doc, this is Ed Harper.
How you do?
Hello, Ed. Where you headed?
Tucky Mountain. We got a lead on a lost gun site.
Is that right?
Uh-huh.
A lost gun site, eh?
Wouldn't have to be going that way, would you?
No, we're heading to the funerals.
Oh, where's the nearest water?
Can't say. There'll be some down from the mountains if you're going to Tucky.
Well, Doc, we're about dry.
I think we can spare some.
All right.
Gabe will fix you up.
Thanks, Doc.
Hey, Doc, I'd sure be obliged if you come a ways with us.
Something wrong?
Well, you know, Asa, this is his first time out here since his trouble. And that Ed fella, I think the heat's getting him. Jumpy as grasshoppers on a griddle.
Wait. I know this place. He was dead. Dead.
Who?
Captain Culverwell. He left us. Started out by himself.
Oh, come on, Asa.
His tongue was swollen and blue. There was blood all over his hands, clear to the bone for digging for water.
Shut up.
Oh,
You two!
It's just coming back to me, just like a nightmare.
Now look. Where is that silver? I want to know from where we stand how long it'll take us to get there.
I can hardly tell. Now, from here to that butte, it's...
That butte's no closer than it was 3 days ago.
Well, that's the way it is on the desert. Distances are misleading. Charlie, how far is it to the butte?
Well, it's like you said. It looks different.
How?
Flash flood. Changes the whole look of things.
You old liar.
I ain't no such thing.
Now, take it easy, Ed.
You're in this together. I don't believe there ever was any silver. I'm going back.
Now, you shut up. You wanted silver. You came out here to get it. We're going to Tucky Mountain and get it. I didn't come back to this oven for nothing.
What did you come back for? To die? It's all you can ever think about. We haven't got much water, just enough to get back.
Not without silver.
And what good is that to a dead man? Like Captain what's-his-name? You want to wait out here like you did before? Huh? Maybe Charlie go for help like your friend Manley did. You go ahead. You get be some kind of martyr. But not me. I'm getting out.
Oh, Asa, don't pay him no mind.
Charlie, maybe he's right. We ought to get out of here while we still have water. Let's get some rest. We'll leave at sundown.
Ed, come on, Ed, it's time. Good. None too soon for me.
Come on, Charlie. Wake up.
Aye.
Oh, the stupid.
Drunken fool. He can't go along like this.
He can stay.
We can put him on the burro. While we carry the gear? Look, I'm through nursemaiding him. He got himself into this, he can get out the same way. He's got as much water as we have. He'll come after us. We'll let him sleep it off.
So it turned out to be another sinkhole.
Asa! Bill Manley, how are you?
Man, you're looking great.
Not much like the last time you saw me, huh? Hello, Caesar.
Hi.
Bill.
Asa, how's the family?
Well, just fine. Just fine. You know, Bill, they'll never forget you.
We were hoping you'd get back.
Well, I'm only going to be a couple days.
Hey, I heard you went back to Death Valley. Sure didn't think you'd ever do that again.
Well, we thought we'd spotted the lost gun site.
Oh.
Another one of Charlie Alford's pipe dreams. You should have known better.
You haven't seen Charlie, have you?
Didn't he come back with you?
Well, no. When we got ready to leave, Charlie was fried, and not from the heat either.
That's Charlie.
Well, we couldn't buzz him, so we figured as soon as he sobered up, he'd be along.
You left him knowing how it is out there?
We had water. I'm surprised he didn't get back here before we did.
Well, you ought to go after him. How long you been back?
But just 2 days. Look, don't worry about an old desert rat like Charlie. It was different in 49. We were the first ones through. We were strangers to the desert.
Well, the way I remember, every man's a stranger to the desert, especially when he's alone. Tell you what'll do. I'll go with you. It'll be almost like it was 10 years ago.
Well, all right, if you think we should.
I'll join up. Old Charlie most likely meet us halfway and give me a chance to get in a little prospecting.
Good. Be like old times with an old friend, Asa.
All right, Bill. See, I told you. I'll be back in town right now.
There's his tracks.
I wonder why he went that way.
I suppose he knew of a shortcut.
Let's go.
Charlie.
It was a joke. Just a little joke.
Bill, I never thought that.
You got a fever.
What do we do now?
We'll carry him out.
Well, they'll be looking for 4 bodies instead of 1 if we do.
Why?
He'd hold us back. Our supplies would never last.
How long will they last waiting here?
I don't know. Tell you what, Asa, you stay here with Charlie. We'll go back for supplies and a mule. That's the only way we'll ever get him out of here. Shouldn't take more than 3-4 days.
No, Bill. This time it's my turn.
All right, we'll be waiting.
Spare me a little drink?
Sure, Charlie. How you feeling?
Well, I've been better. How did we get here?
You've been a pretty sick fella.
Where's Asa? Oh, they're gone. Must have been a joke.
Sort of. It's all right now. Ace is gone for help.
Him and Ed?
No, a fellow named Twitchell. You know him?
Sure. But I don't know you.
My name's Bill Manley.
Bill Manley? Bill Manley, could you spare me another drink?
Sure. But this will have to do until I get back.
How long they been gone?
3 days.
That long?
Yeah, I expect them back most any time, though.
Well, I'm feeling some better. Why don't we get a start on them?
You just stay here and rest, Charlie. Get your strength back. They'll be back tomorrow, the latest.
I say we go. I'm as spry as a colt in the spring. Honest.
They wouldn't be able to find us, Charlie. Ace is coming back here.
Well, I don't like to say it. Asa being a friend of yours and all, but it's going on 5 days.
He'll be back, Charlie. Don't you see, it's like it was back in 49. Asa had faith in me, I have faith in him.
Well, that's a good thing to have out here. Sometimes that's all there is.
It won't be too long. You'll see.
I'll say it again. Let's walk before it's all gone. Maybe they had an accident.
He waited 26 days on me. We've only waited 6.
Funny thing about Asa Bennett in the desert.
How's that?
He's afraid of it. It wasn't the silver brought him back here. He was sort of trying to prove that he wasn't afraid of it no more. But he was. That's why he left me.
I don't think so, Charlie. Came back with me.
Well, I've been out in the desert with lots of men. But Asa Bennett's different. He cheated Death Valley before. He lived. He ain't going to give it a second chance. 1 vote for go.
All right, 2 votes. Let's go.
What's the matter, Charlie? It's just my leg.
Looks infected. Why didn't you say something?
It's all right. I can make it.
Easy does it. Easy.
You tell me when you want to stop here.
Let's go on. I gotta find water. Water. Here it is. Gotta find it, gotta dig deep. It's down below it.
Stop it, Charlie. We'll find water.
I can't stop it.
Sure you
I
can.
can't stop it. Water! 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 Gotta dig. Let me dig. Water!
We'll find it.
Water!
Come on, Charlie. You can make it. Come on. Come on. Put your arm around.
Asa, I knew you'd come. I knew.
He's coming around.
Asa,
Lucky for you, we got here.
How'd you find us?
Vultures. We were just going back to town.
Doc, this here's Bill Manley. He's my friend.
Aye.
Dr. George brought Bill Manley and Charlie Alvord safely out of Death Valley. Manley never saw Bennett again. As for the lost gunsight mine, though men have searched for over 100 years, it remains hidden in the scorched canyons of Death Valley. Broken Bow, Oklahoma. Weeping Water, Nebraska. Winner, South Dakota. Protection, Kansas. Snowflake, Arizona. Roundup, Montana. Wink, Texas. What's in a name? Well, very often the story of the West, like a little place in Idaho that became the .30 caliber town.
Don't just shoot, aim. Who's got time to aim?
They're getting ready for a full charge.
It's a timberman.
They must have heard a gunfire.
Thank the Lord for that.
Keep him running.
Jim, boy, give me a hand.
I gotta see it. He's all right.
could have routed out those Redskins if we'd have had rifles.
Guns, rifles, Axel, I'm a businessman, not a soldier.
You boys showed up just in time.
Oh, those Indians were only having fun this time. But we might be too late the next time, especially if we're cutting timber in the high country.
We'll not be here for a next time.
That's not up to you, Hall. We do everything by vote, remember?
Well, Mr. Hall has the right notion. This tent city's sure no place to settle.
We like it here, Mr. Green.
I still say you'd be better off in a real town, like Lewiston or Cottonwood.
Mr. Green is right. I say we pack up and move on.
I'm with you, Mr. Hall. All right, all right. We're going to have a discussion of whether we stay or we're going to move on. Let's do it proper, with a meeting. We'll have it at my place.
Naturally.
What do you think, Abel?
I think those Nez Perce renegades just might have scared them enough. I think we'll be losing our nesters in a little bit.
It'll take me hours to clean up around here. Those Indians kicked up a mountain dust with all that ruckus.
Ruckus? Jenny, you could have got yourself killed.
I'm all right, Jim. I've told you.
But the baby.
He's all right, too. You quit worrying about us.
Honey, are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Hey, you said he's all right. How do you know it's going to be a he?
Because he has a kick like a young mule.
Well, here, now you let me do that and go rest a spell. Come on now.
Hey, Jim?
I'm sorry.
Vex, don't you ever knock?
Well, how can you knock on canvas?
What is it, Mr. Shadwell?
Well, the fellas are having a meeting over at Colleen's store, and I was sent here to fetch Jim.
All right, I'll be along directly.
Miss Martin?
You want anything?
It's funny, but I got a hankering for some rock candy.
Oh, Jenny, I'd buy you a mountain of candy if it'd just wipe that pain out of your eyes.
It's kind of a sweet pain.
Now look.
Excuse me, Axel.
Thanks. Let's not go off half-cocked. This decision might just be the most important decision we'll ever make.
It may be our last if we decide to stay.
I don't understand you all. Why did you come with us in the first place?
Same as you, all of us. We figured the West was going to grow. We wanted to grow with it.
Well, when you grow, you gotta crawl first.
Not if you've got an arrow stuck through your chest.
We've seen a lot of places. We've come a long way together, and we like it here. The climate, the altitude, that sharp, clean air, I say we stay.
Sure, you want to stay. You put up this building. You brought in supplies from Lewiston. You've got a stake here.
We've all got a stake here, not just me. The rest of you could build homes and stores. We could build a town together.
Yeah, and have the Redskins burn it down.
We were caught unprepared today. What we need is rifles. You saw how those Indians turned tail when they heard the rifles.
We were lucky today. The timbermen arrived just in time.
What are your feelings on it, Jim?
Well, my wife is due to have our firstborn at any minute now. I want to get her over to Lewiston, where there's a doctor, where it's safe.
Jim, she's had good care here. You know that. And Mrs. Toomey has brought dozens of children into the world. She's as good as any doctor in Lewiston.
Oh, woods ain't no fit place to birth a baby. I got to side with Jim here.
You know, the fact is, I've been thinking about building me a little log cabin here up on the bluffs. I like it here.
And do what? It takes money to buy clothes and food. What do we do here?
And the same thing you would do in any town.
Well, I've already made up my mind to leave.
Listen to me, all of you. If you leave and go to Lewiston or some other town, there's people there before you. It's their town. This is ours. Or it could be. I say we go home and sleep on it and vote on it tomorrow.
Tomorrow, the Redskins may be back.
There you are. They'll never let us alone.
Yes, we need rifles. We're going to have somebody ride into Lewiston and pick up some rifles.
I reckon I got the fastest team in these parts. I could take a buckboard and leave tonight. Should be back in the morning.
Thanks, Fez. And we'll take a vote on it tomorrow. Meet in the afternoon. Agreed? All right. And by tomorrow, we'll know if we're a town or just a nameless place on the map.
Don't you eyeball me like that, Annie. I'm just as bone weary and tired as you are. You ain't no rocking chair, you know. I'll be right out.
Jericho, I'll be with you in a minute.
So take your time, take your time.
Mr. Crane, what can I do for you?
Just looking to see what I might need.
Go right ahead. Oh, you got something for you.
Yeah, a couple of skinny letters and a box for Mrs. Martin from her mother. It smells like cookies.
You get mail delivered here?
Oh, no, not really. Jericho picks it up in Lewiston, makes a special trip here. For a fee.
It don't hardly seem worth making my old Annie carry me across them mountains for the likes of that. This ain't even a town.
We hope to be one. There you are, Jericho.
It's your money.
If you lived in a real town, you get your mail delivered free.
Well, maybe one day we will be a real town. I might even set up a post office right here in the store.
You know, I thought that Nez Perce raid taught you people a lesson.
It certainly put the fear of God in some of us, that's for sure.
Then you mean to stay?
We're going to vote on it tomorrow. And I sure intend to make the others see it my way. Now, what can I show you, Mr. Green?
Oh, show me, a paint. Do you have any paint?
Well, I've got a couple of half-used cans, white paint and red paint.
Fine, that's just fine.
Abel, we're here like you said.
Hi, morning, boys. Sorry to take you away from your work. But we've got problems. It's those settlers again.
I thought you were going to pull out. We figured those renegade Indians would run them off.
Yes, so did I. But it didn't, leastways not all of them. And something else. They're getting mail.
Mail delivery here?
Yeah, from Lewiston. And you know what's going to happen when they find out about that Timber and Stone Act? There's going to be more claims filed in this country than you can shake a stick at. And we don't want that, do we?
I don't see how we can stop them, Abel. Not if they find out.
We get rid of them before they find out.
You ain't saying we hurt those people, Abel.
Oh, nothing like that. No, we're going to scare them out, just like those renegade Nez Perce did. Only we're going to chase them clear out of the mountains, huh?
Jenny, we can't stay here. You saw what happened yesterday, and those Indians might be back.
It's too close, Jim. Baby could come any time now. I can't travel.
But we could be in Lewiston by tomorrow night if we left now. Now, Jenny, listen.
Jim, please. I can't explain it, but there's something about this place that feels like where we belong, like home.
Home? A tent and an open cook fire?
But it's ours, Jim. No one was here before us. We could build a house right here, a real home.
Jenny, I just want you and the baby to have the best of care. A doctor.
Mrs. Toomey knows what she's doing. She's been wonderful. And we have you to take care of us. That's all we'll need. That's all we'll ever need.
You got my mind all knotted up now. I was fixed to pull out of here.
I'll do whatever you want, Jim.
Jenny, you got more gumption than sense. But I guess that's why I love you so much. Hey, he does have a kick like a young mule.
Trees. Nothing but trees.
It's beautiful country.
You can't eat beauty. What good is it? Why do you want to stay here?
Why? I feel good here. Like I belong.
You can't go by feeling. A man's got a reason what to do.
Once I was in love. Beautiful Irish girl. Too beautiful and too rich. I knew it wouldn't work out, but that didn't matter. I loved her anyway. The reason had nothing to do with it. Maybe that's it. I guess I'm in love with this land, its mountains and trees.
What happened to the girl?
I let her get away from me because I didn't try. And that's when I came out here. I mean to try harder this time and not lose what I love.
Well, you'll have it all to yourself. For if I have my way, the rest of them will be moving on. I'm sorry, Axel.
Did you get the rifles?
Yeah, and I got 500 rounds of ammunition, too.
What kind of rifles did you get?
Well, you said that you wanted rifles, and so I went into Lewiston. I said, I want to buy some rifles. That's what I did. I bought some rifles.
Mind if I ride along with you?
No. You know, there's a lot of talk in Lewiston about this new Timber and Stone Act.
What's all that about?
Well, the government wants more people to come into Idaho, and so this new act gives them free timberland.
No wonder Abel Green was so anxious for us to move on.
Well, why would he want to do that anyway?
Well, don't you see all this fertile timberland? It's there for the taking. They want to keep it all for themselves. Let's tell the others about it. Yeah! Don't you see what this means? We have a future here. A future in the lumber business. This Timber and Stone Act should convince us to stay.
It doesn't mean anything to us. We're not wood choppers.
Anybody can learn to swing an axe.
Not with my back.
All right. So you stake out some acreage and you hire some men to do the chopping for you.
Maybe I could open a stable. They'll need somebody looking after their horses.
That's right, Fess. This whole act changes the whole picture.
Yes, but we ain't lumbermen.
All right. But think of a town in the middle of this fertile timber country. Think of the business it's going to bring, the saloons, the stores, the hotels, the barber shops.
Lewiston has already got those things, and that is where I'm leaving for.
I'm going with you, Mr. Hall.
How about you, Jim?
Jenny wants to stay, so I guess that's what we're going to do.
I see. Well, I'm heading out first thing in the morning, and that's what the rest of you better do if you expect to save your scalps.
You know what's wrong with us? We've got no ties, nothing to make us one. We met on the road west, decided to throw in together to see where it brought us. We found this place, these beautiful mountains with their trees and beautiful green fields. And we're nothing but a bunch of tents and sleeping bags. There's nothing to hold us together, to make us one. And now, we've got a chance to build side by side, to build a town, a real town.
Well, that's all very pretty, Axel, but we are all just plumb talked out. Now, I say, let's put it to a vote.
I'm with you there.
Write the word stay, or write the word leave.
Mrs. Toomey! Mrs. Toomey!
All right, that's 3 even.
Leave.
4-3.
Leave.
5-3.
It's those Indians. They're back again. Get him, boys. How do you load these things? Grab yourself a handful of shells.
Axel ain't hit an Indian yet.
You're supposed to aim.
Well, I did it.
These rifles. The sights need adjusting.
No, Mr. Hall.
Abel Green. You.
I've got to stop this before somebody gets hurt. This time I'm gonna get me one of them sneak. Don't shoot, it's me, Abel Green!
It is Abel Green. Hold your fire. Hold your fire! Stop shooting! What's the idea of all this?
Well, Mr. Colleen, it's like this. We figured we thought that we might be able to,
Scare us off for good, is that it?
well, something like that, but now we weren't gonna hurt you. That's the gospel's truth.
You were the ones that were going to get your heads blown off.
That's the ball fact. Now, we didn't know you had rifles.
Why? Why did you try to scare us off?
The timberland, isn't that right, Mr. Green? You were afraid we might hear about the Timber and Stone Act?
I guess that's the way it was.
I don't take kindly to being intimidated that way, Mr. Green. I'm not a man to scare off so easy. Axel, I've changed my mind. I'm staying. How do the rest of you men feel about that?
Yes. There's really enough timber country around here for all of us. And it'd be kind of nice to have our own little town right here. With, friends.
It could be your town as much as ours, Mr. Green. What do you say, boys?
Hey, you know what? I got a full gallon of homemade wine I've been saving. How about doing a little celebrating, eh? Come on, now.
Hey, Jericho, come on in.
You know it's against the federal laws of the land to give whiskey to the Indians. I'm going to have to report this, Mr. Colleen.
They aren't real Indians, Jericho. They're friends.
Snort, paleface.
Come on in. I'll explain it all to you later. Hey, you got something for us?
I'm going to have to raise my fee for delivering your mail.
I'm already paying you more than it's worth.
It's a long haul from Lewiston here. If this was a real town, the government would pay my fee and you get your mail delivered just for the postage.
We just became a real town.
What's the name?
Well, that's right. We'd better give it a name, boys.
Why don't we call it Lumberton?
They've already got a Lumberton somewhere.
Well, how about Timberville?
No, that doesn't have a ring to it.
Well, Axel built the first store here. Why don't we name it after him? Colleen, Idaho.
I'd be honored, Tom, but it's got to be a name that means something to somebody.
I got it. Let's call it Skadoodle. Skedadoodle! I used to have this fat old hound dog, and his name was Skedadoodle. And, well, I figured with all these trees and everything. I guess not.
I'm a father, twice. Ginny just had twins. Two boys.
Twins? I never figured Jim some woman would be a repeater.
That's it.
Repeater.
Repeater, Idaho?
No, the rifles. They're what really brought us together, side by side, fighting for what was ours. They're what really made us a town.
Axel's right. If it hadn't been for that repeater rifle, we would have been hot-footing it over to Lewiston right this minute.
Well, what's your suggestion, Axel?
Well, we'll read off the brand names of these rifles, and whichever name appears most, that'll be the name of our new town. Agreed?
Good idea.
All right, you read them off, and I'll keep tally. Well, I guess you all know the vote was almost unanimous, 17-3. So it's with great pride that we name our new town after the rifle that made it all possible. Winchester, Idaho.
This isn't the back lot of a Hollywood studio, and this little post office behind me is the real thing. We're here in Winchester, Idaho, the town named after a rifle. And Axel Killeen, he later became a senator from Idaho. And here's the mayor of Winchester, Mr. Lester Shattuck.
Thank you, Mr. Taylor, for telling the story of our town. We're proud of its history.
It was my pleasure. It's another true story of the American West. This is the journal of Peter Lassen, an account of his experiences leading a small band of settlers through the rugged and treacherous Sierra Nevada mountains. Many of them died along the way, and those who lived may have envied the dead. Theirs was an ordeal of near starvation. You see, these were some of the first to venture into uncharted wilderness. The trail they blazed was later to become known as the Lassen Death Route. We're going to show you why it got that name, and how the lives of Lassen and his entire party came to depend on what they would find on the other side of the mountain.
Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Turner, I'm sorry.
What happened, Peter?
I tried to tell him how sorry I am about his wife. I guess he still blames me.
Blames you?
He's got to blame somebody.
But why?
Human nature.
It certainly isn't your fault his wife got the fever.
I know that, and you know it, but I can't expect that from Turner and the others.
But I don't understand how they could...
It's simple. I'm the guide. They've got a right to expect miracles.
You did everything you could for Ann Trenner.
But it wasn't enough, was it, Judy? Just like it wasn't enough when the Hartman boy died or when Sam Potter died. They are dying one by one, and there's nothing I can do about it.
You've got to stop torturing yourself like this.
Those deaths are not your fault.
Well, maybe not. Still, I came to you all in St. Louis and stirred up all your hopes and dreams. Oh, what was it I said? I'll lead you to the promised land, Sacramento Valley, California. Best farmland in the world. Going to build a fine little town there.
Well, that's right, Peter. It was what every one of us was looking for and hoping for.
Those 2 men we lost to the Indians back on the plains, they're not going to see that little town, are they?
We all knew there were risks. You told us about them.
Yeah. Everything was going pretty good till we got to these mountains. Every night I hear the children crying for food and the mothers saying tomorrow. At the end of each day, there's still no food. Every day the people are drifting farther away from me, Judy.
Not all of us, Peter.
I know that. If it wasn't for you and your brother Joel, I don't know what I would do.
It'll all be different when we get to the Sacramento Valley. This hunger's got everyone on edge. But remember how it was before the mountains? Everybody laughing and working together? It'll be like that again. You'll see.
It's Joel.
Pete. Pete, you gotta come quick. It's Trenner. He's trying to stir the others up against you.
Well, that shouldn't be too hard for him to do.
Pete, you gotta stop him.
All right, let's go down and see what he's got to say.
My wife is the 6th among us to die in this godforsaken country. You remember right last and said he'd get us to California safely. Well, let's not fool ourselves any longer. We're starving to death up here, just like the Donner Party did 2 years ago. Yes, it was in these very same mountains that the survivors turned to cannibalism, just so they could stay alive. Lassen, I got something to say to you. We're all agreed. We turn back right now.
Now, you listen to me. Turning back would be the worst thing you could do. You've already gone 10 days without finding a fresh supply of meat. Up ahead, we're most likely to find it. But turn back over the same ground we just covered, and you know there's nothing. Any one of you think you could survive another 10 days without a new supply of food? All right. The faster we get underway, the faster we get out of this barren country.
Why didn't you tell us back in Missouri that we'd have to cross the Sierra Nevadas?
Because if he had nobody to come with him, then he'd have nobody to sell his precious Sacramento land to.
I had planned to cross the desert, but we couldn't get a full supply of water before we started. We'd all be dead by now if we'd tried it.
Then we didn't have much chance either way. Why didn't we stop in Nevada?
Mrs. Dobson, we agreed to go all the way to California. Now, you know that.
That farmland's not going to do us much good if none of us lives to see it.
You're not being fair. Peter's doing everything he can to get you there.
Well, that's not good enough.
Then maybe you'd like to take over as a guide, Turner. Would you? Would anybody like to take my place? I'd be more than happy to step down if somebody thinks they can do a better job than I'm doing. What about it? All right. We'll keep doing things my way. Well, let's get back into the wagons. We still got 4 hours of good daylight left. Animals are ready to drop. I think our best chance is to get rid of most of the weight we've been carrying. Now that means throwing away a lot of things that none of us want to part with, but it's got to be done. I want you to get rid of all furniture, tools, everything that isn't absolutely necessary for survival.
If we throw away our farm tools, how are we going to work the land if and when we get to Sacramento?
If we don't throw them away, we might not get there at all. You fixing to take that chair?
That's right. It was Ann's favorite. I've had to give up practically everything she owned. I'm not giving up this chair.
Look, Trenner, I know how you feel, and I'd like to let you take it.
Like to let me? You got nothing to say about it, Lassen. The chair stays on the wagon.
The chair goes. Everybody's had to give up things they're fond of.
You think you're big enough to take it away from me?
If I have to, maybe. I hope you won't make that necessary.
Oh, my God!
Stop it, traitor! Stop it, you hear me? Stop it! Stop! All right, let him go, Joel! Drop it, traitor! Drop it! Drop it!
Joel, get him out of here. Let's get in our wagons and move out of here.
Collier?
How's Trenner, Joel?
He's all right. He almost kills you. Another second, you'd have been a goner for sure.
I know. Thanks for stepping in when you did.
Trenner must have been half crazy, attacking you that way.
I hope this taught him a lesson.
Sure taught me one.
What?
But the only people I can count on are you two. All the others would have stood by and let him kill me. Nobody even stepped in to stop him. And that's something I'm not going to forget. It's not easy looking after the lives of people who would let you die and probably congratulate the man who did it.
Maybe if you could give him some good news, that might help hold them together. How much farther do you think it is?
That's hard to say.
We're still a long way, aren't we?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know. We're lost.
Oh, no.
But the map.
The map is wrong. None of the landmarks are showing up. I don't know where we are. I haven't spotted a landmark for the past 5 days now.
What do you think our chances are?
It's hard to say. We've been following the sunset, so we've got to be moving steadily westward.
Well, that's what happened to the Donner Party. They got lost up here, too.
Hey, everybody, listen. I overheard Lassen and Joel talking. I'm telling you, we're lost. He don't know where we are. Well, come on. What are you talking about?
What's that?
The line, the left line.
All right, there he is. Go on, ask him for yourself.
Let's find out the truth.
Sure, buddy. Trenner says we're lost. Is that the truth, Lassen?
Of course not. He's making it up.
Is it true? I swear it is. You're not going to make a liar out of me. I'm going to prove what I'm saying. He writes everything down in his log. Let's take a look at that, huh?
Nobody touches that log! Look, if he's telling the truth, there's no reason why we shouldn't see that log.
Here it is.
Look here.
Right here on the last page. Read what he says in his own words.
Still haven't seen a landmark. 4th day away from last position charted on map, the Humboldt Basin. Entire party weak with hunger. Should this be found with our remains, let it be a testament to our struggle.
Then Trenner was right. We are going to die up here.
Lassen lied to us.
He had to lie to you. He was afraid if you found out the truth, you'd panic. And that's just what you're doing.
He lied to save his skin. Maybe we will die up here, but at least we'll have the satisfaction of hanging a man that's responsible for it. Yeah. Get his horse. Get some rope. Let's get him over here.
No, stop it! Leave him alone!
All right, right here. All right, let's get him on the horse.
No! This is murder! Stop it!
Get her out of here! Leave her alone!
Don't tell me, please!
All right, listen to me. Lassen is our only chance to get out of here alive. You kill him, you kill all of us.
We never had a chance. He's just as lost as we are.
No, we're not lost. We're only 2 days from the Sacramento Valley. What? I can prove it. You see that mountain up there, the highest one? That's Mount St. Joseph. That's the one I've been looking for. I can show you the Sacramento Valley from there. It's just on the other side.
He's stalling. It'll take us 2 or 3 days to get up there, and he knows it.
What if you find out he's telling the truth? How'll you live with yourself then?
She's right. We can't hang him until we make sure he's lying. If a few of us left at dawn, we could be at the top by nightfall.
We ain't got time.
A man's life is at stake. All our lives are at stake. Now, you gotta check out his story. Anybody else besides Trenner want to see him hang now? Let him come down. But if we don't see that valley, you're never coming back.
Pete, it's me. Joel. Joel, what are you doing? Helping you get out of here. No. The others find out, they'll kill you. Nobody will ever know it was me who helped you get away. Of course they will. Who else would they suspect? Judy, come on. She's waiting with horses. One for you, one for her. No, I'm not going, Joel. Are you crazy? They'll kill you if you... Unless the Sacramento really is on the other side of that mountain.
I don't know if it is or not. It looks like Mount St. Joseph, but I'm not sure. I've never seen it from this side before.
Well, then you can't afford to take the chance.
I've got to. I can't leave those people out here. I'm the guide.
If it's not there, you won't be able to talk them out of stringing you up now. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, I know.
Well, what good you gonna do them if you're dead?
Well, if it isn't there, maybe I deserve to be strung up. I don't know. I know I've got to see this thing through. Now tell Judy I'm sorry.
It's the guard. Come on, Pete. Go on. It's your last chance.
Get going, Joel.
All right, Charlie. Cut him loose. That won't be necessary.
He could have gotten away during the night.
Now, why would I want to do that? We're almost there. I'll get saddled up and we'll get going. Easy, boy, easy now.
We ought to be able to see the other side from up there.
do you see?
Absolutely nothing.
It's too cloudy. We'll have to wait.
We haven't got time to wait. Our families are starving to death back there.
For how much longer are you gonna let them keep stalling you?
Shut up, Trenner. We said we'd wait until we could see what was down there. Now look, we could climb down.
If we did, we probably wouldn't have the strength to climb back up. Still, we did agree to check a story. Let's wait a while. Maybe it'll clear enough for us to see.
Probably stay like this for weeks. And I'll bet you Lassen knew it. That's why he led us up here on a wild goose chase.
Wait a minute. He had a chance to escape and he didn't. Doesn't that prove anything to you?
Yeah, it proves he thought he could outsmart us.
You're right, Trenner. That mist may last for days. If it ever does clear up this high up.
Well, then let's quit wasting time.
Now hold it! You said you'd wait until we found out what was down there.
We're not waiting any longer. Get him.
Now, wait a minute. Come on, there's a good tree down by the horses. Well, just don't leave him there.
There. It's the Sacramento Valley. It's there.
Hey, wait! Wait, it's there!
Wait! Stop! I see it! I see the valley! It's the Sacramento!
What's he saying? What difference does it make?
Wait!
All right, Lassen. You got anything to say? Because this is really going to be your last chance.
Nothing that would change your mind. You all know what you're doing is wrong. I don't have to tell you. I feel sorry for you. If you live, you're going to have to live with the guilt of my murder.
Stop! You gotta stop the hanging! Don't do it!
Maybe he's right. His death won't do the rest of us any good. And maybe the valley is down there. It's justice, Collier. He's getting what he deserves.
What's the matter? You turning yellow, Collier? We all agreed to pull the rope.
I'll do my duty like everybody else, I guess.
What's the matter with you? I said I saw it. I saw the valley. You gotta stop.
Did you hear him? Joel said he saw it. He'll say anything to stop the hanging, but it won't work this time. All right, men, pull!
What do you think you're doing?
Hold it, Trevor, hold it. Now I saw it. The Sacramento Valley plain as day. Go on, all of you, go on, take a look.
You're not just saying that, are you, Joel?
No, it's there. Oh, we made it, Pete, we made it. And it's as beautiful as you said.
Oh, thank God, Joel. Thank God.
Well, we went through an awful lot, but it was worth it. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
I won't argue with you about that. Come on.
It was the most beautiful sight any of them had ever seen. They settled in the Sacramento Valley within sight of the mountain that marked the way to their salvation, and in 1856 changed its name to Lassen Peak in honor of their guide. Located in the Cascade Range, Lassen Peak erupted in 1914 and 1915, leading to the creation of Lassen Volcanic National Park. You can visit there yourself and climb the trail up Lassen Peak, just as Peter Lassen did back in 1848. In the late 1800s, the untamed frontier of northeastern Colorado was an arid land of little water and few women. Young Jack Bird and his brother Leland found both, only to discover that water and women can be a very explosive combination. It all began with Cousin Hugo's scheme to swindle two orphans out of their homestead. Oh, it was all very legal because Hugo did everything by the book.
Well, here we are, Luella. Acorn, Colorado. Home.
Doesn't look like much.
Well, maybe not, but it's the start of a new life.
Where do we begin?
By finding Mr. Hugo Stillwell.
Should we ask them?
Would you gentlemen please tell us where we can find Mr. Stillwell's homestead office?
Maybe horsewhip back home.
Virginia is a long way off. We'll get used to things being different out here.
Well, good morning, ladies. Can I be of help?
Are you Mr. Hugo Stillwell?
I am. What can I do for you?
Your letter arrived so late we almost didn't make it. We had to leave the next day.
We did get here before our claim expired, didn't we?
With 4 days to spare. I'm amazed you got here at all.
Oh, so are we. Oh, I'm Fran Baldwin. This is my sister, Luella.
You've come to stay?
We have. Could you show us our property? We're dying to see it.
Of course. I'll get my horse and you can follow me out.
Well, at least there's one gentleman in town.
It isn't quite what we expected.
I thought not. Only improvement is this shack your father built, if you can call that an improvement.
Improvement.
Yes, the homestead law says improvements have to be made if a claim is to be kept. And they must be made within a time period.
I see.
Well, as you can observe, none has been made here. This place doesn't even have any water.
Is a well an improvement?
Well, yes, but your claim expires in 4 days. Now, you girls haven't a prayer of sinking a well in that time.
We could try.
Miss Baldwin, homesteading is hard work. 2 women alone, They could never make it. May I make a suggestion?
Mm-hmm.
Go home. Go back to Virginia.
We can't, Mr. Stillwell. We spent almost everything we had to come out here.
I'll take this place off your hands. $1,000 would pay your fares back home.
Just barely. We'd go back to nothing with nothing. No, we're staying. And somehow we'll get that well dug.
Miss Baldwin, 2 women alone out here, there's no telling what could happen. Why, your nearest neighbors are the Bird brothers, and they're a half-mile away, well beyond summoning.
There's a man in there.
Now, do you believe me?
Who is he?
That's Gabe Flanagan, the town drunk. He's been squatting out here. Gabe, go on, beat it. Go on.
No, wait. We can use him.
For what? Well, he's good for nothing.
Can you build hen houses? Can you put up a corral for our cow? Can you dig a well?
Miss Baldwin, I must insist.
Now, you keep out of this, Hugo. I can do all them things. It's just that nobody ever asked me before.
Oh, I think you girls are making a mistake by not taking my offer. I hope you won't regret it.
We'll be fine. Thank you and good day, Mr. Stillwell.
Good day.
What do we do first, Fran?
We unpack, then we go to work.
What's the matter, Mr. Flanagan?
He ain't going back to town. He's heading for the Bird place. Oh, trouble's coming for sure.
Leland, we weren't meant to be bachelors, but with your cooking, we're not going to live long enough to be anything else.
Look, Jack, now
the beans done?
Yeah, cold from breakfast.
Well, I'll eat in town.
I wonder what brings Cousin Hugo way out here.
Did you give him this much payment on our loan? Well, that's what brings Cousin Hugo way out here.
Now, hold on, Cousin Hugo. We got the money, except for $2.
Well, you're late as usual, but that's not why I'm here. Old man Baldwin's kin came to claim his property.
So what?
I want that place for myself. That's so what?
Now, that don't sound quite legal. I mean, you being executor of the estate and all.
What are you planning, cousin? You want that claim to expire so you can take it over for free?
Jack, I assure you this whole thing will be handled by the book. Nice and legal.
But they got the claim by the book. Nice and legal.
But they won't keep it. Not if I can force them out before they can put in that fool well.
Sometimes you don't think straight, Hugo. You're supposed to be on their side. You can't just force them off.
That's right. But you two boys can. You can harass them, scare them, make them leave.
Now, wait a minute. You don't think we're going to do your dirty work?
You owe me $1,000 and I can demand it. You didn't meet your full payment.
We will, Hugo.
Boys, all I'm asking you to do is let loose a few chickens, make a little noise.
Is that all you want?
Nothing more than you do at a shivaree, at some wedding. Make some noise, a few pranks. Look, it's a lot easier than paying that note.
Okay. When we start?
Tonight.
Where'd you say Gabe was?
In town to get some medicine. He said he felt a cold coming on.
What was that?
Who's out there?
The Baldwins are girls.
Answer, I'll shoot!
Let's get out of here. I see. And you saw nobody last night, Miss Baldwin?
No, but we want to file a complaint, Mr. Stillwell.
Mm-hmm. I can understand that. But against whom?
I don't know. But can't you help us?
I'd like to, but this sounds like a job for the sheriff, young ladies.
Oh, silly of us, Fran. We forgot all about the sheriff.
Unfortunately, you're outside the township and his jurisdiction.
What are we to do, Mr. Stillwell?
Go back to Virginia. Sell. Let me pay you $1,000 for your trouble.
No, we are not quitters.
You're not.
No, and you wouldn't think very much of us if we were.
I wouldn't.
We're going back and help Gabe dig our well.
You are.
You planning to wash?
Mercy, yes. We're running out of everything.
Well, I'm sure we are. What do you plan to do for water?
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning. I'm Fran, and this is Luella Baldwin, my sister.
Well, I'm Jack Bird, and this is my brother, Leland.
I'm Jack Bird.
We live up the road. We was just wondering if you all need anything at all.
Well, we don't have any water. And we certainly could use some, if you have it handy.
Gosh, Miss Luella, we got lots.
Well, let's get it.
Yeah!
Well, I never. Isn't he nice?
They're both nice. Nice and neighborly.
Ain't nothing neighborly about a sinful conscience.
And if they ask us to dances, I could wear this skin.
Boy, they sure must have some fancy dances where they come from. Hey, what are you trying to do?
Thank you both very much.
You're welcome. Can we come calling tomorrow?
Well, I guess so, Jack.
Everything's gonna be all right from now on. Fran, you just wait and see.
So you quit. They let you bring them water, they let you help with the laundry, and that's a reason to quit?
Oh, they're girls, Hugo. Girls.
I want my $1,000.
We haven't got it.
I'll take your land.
You can't, Hugo. We're homesteaded with improvements.
I'll sue, and if you can't pay, I'll foreclose.
On what grounds? We keep our payments up.
Not this month. You were short this month.
Leland, pay the man his $2.
Oh, Fran, I can hardly wait till morning.
You can bet Hugo and them bird boys done this.
But why? What do the boys have to do with Mr. Stillwell?
Well, they's cousins.
Cousins? I don't understand.
Well, Hugo wants this place. He couldn't get it legal, so he got their boys to help. I knew there was gonna be trouble when I seen him heading for their place that first day.
Can we help?
You've done quite enough already.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why don't you ask your cousin Hugo?
Oh, you know about that.
I know all about that. And I also know that you're all in cahoots.
Hey, now it looks bad, but we could explain.
Then explain why you did this.
Hey, now we didn't cut your clotheslines.
Now, that's the truth. I admit that we let out your cow and chickens that night. But that was before we knew you was girls.
Oh! Both of you, get out of here!
Fran, I believe it.
All right, don't. Now move. And don't come back.
Them gals is the only folks that was ever nice to me. You boys know that. How can I tell them?
Tell them what, Gabe?
I've hit bedrock. There ain't no water in their well.
Oh, boy. Just what Cousin Hugo wants to hear. They're gonna sell for sure now.
Am I, sir, to believe that you was telling the truth about not being in cahoots with that cousin?
Neither of us wants to see them leave, Gabe.
Who you told about the well?
Nobody. Like I said, I ain't even told the gals yet.
Well, don't. You just keep digging.
Well, I'm down to hardpan. Ain't gonna be no well.
Yeah, but Hugo don't know that. Come on, Leland. We're going into town.
Heads up! That ought to keep Gabe digging.
What are you so happy about? Hi, Cousin Hugo. We're planning a surprise celebration. The girls don't know it yet, but their well's coming in.
Oh, that's just dandy.
It is, and it isn't. See, when they find out, they may want to go right on homesteading. Me and Jack here, well, we got other ideas.
You think they'd settle?
Oh, not for 1,000. But we couldn't let them do that, now that we know they got water.
I'm gonna get that place, well or no well, and nobody's gonna stop me.
Nobody's trying, Cousin Hugo.
Hey!
I thought I told you both to stay away.
Fran, listen to me. We hadn't got much time. Now, Gabe's hit bedrock. There isn't any water.
Oh, you're lying.
Tell her, Gabe.
Solid rock, ma'am.
Well, that was our last hope.
No, you got one more. Now, we got Cousin Hugo thinking the well's coming in. He's on his way out here to make you an offer. You take it. It'll be a good one.
I don't want Llewellyn to miss this. Hey, he's coming!
You keep digging no matter what.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Mr. Stillwell.
Do you know what day it is? Regrettably, it's Friday. Day your claim expires.
Well, we have until sundown, don't we, Mr. Stillwell?
Yes, but I just can't have you girls on my conscience, my dear. If I didn't make one last try, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
Kind Mr. Stillwell.
Your happiness and my sleep are worth, say, $2,000.
Oh, you're so very generous. So very kind.
I'm buying your troubles. I realize that, but I feel a father's responsibility.
Fran, you can't sell. I won't leave Leland.
Stay out of this, Luella.
I don't know who put you up to this, Mr. Stillwell, but we're not selling. Not even for twice what you've offered.
I see. You four are trying to pull a fast one. Well, the price was $2,000, but you'll be glad to settle for half after your well caves in. Ow!
What are we gonna do now, Jack?
We'll think of something.
Hey, come and look. Hugo's done brought in a well.
I'll be back, Fran Baldwin. You haven't heard the last of this.
Pardon me, Cousin Hugo, but you're talking to the future Miss Bird.
The Birds capped the well and married Fran and Luella Baldwin. The family records can be found in the Logan County Courthouse in Sterling, Colorado. As for Cousin Hugo, they paid him off by trading him water from their well. Next week, another true story of the winning of the West.
এই লাল কাপড়ে মোড়ানো রহস্যটা আমরা উন্মোচন করতে চাই। শেফ নাইম আশরাফ, প্লিজ একটু হেল্প করুন।
দেখতে চাচ্ছেন কি আছে?
অবশ্যই, কারণ এই রহস্য জানার জন্য আমরা সবাই অধীর আগ্রহে অপেক্ষা করে আছি। আজকের বিশেষ ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্ট কি? মো, হ্যাঁ, তোমার কাছে কি মনে হয়? আমার গেস করতে একটু প্রবলেম হচ্ছে। তোমার গেস করতে প্রবলেম হলে কিন্তু আমাদের যে প্রতিযোগীরা আছেন তারা কিন্তু খুব ভালো গেস করতে পারেন। আমার মনে হয় তাদের কাছে একটু জিজ্ঞেস করা উচিত আজকে কি থাকতে পারে ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্ট। আচ্ছা পূর্ণিমা আপু, গেস করলে কি তার জন্য কোনো অ্যাডভান্টেজ পাবে? সঠিকভাবে গেস করতে পারলে নিশ্চয়ই কিছু না কিছু অ্যাডভান্টেজ তো থাকবেই। ওকে, তাহলে কে গেস করতে চান একটু দেখি। শাফায়েত, গেস কিং।
আমি আসলে কোনো কিছু গেস করতেছি না, যেহেতু আমাদের চ্যালেঞ্জটাই হচ্ছে এই তো বাংলার স্বাদ, অবভিয়াসলি বাংলা আমাদের ট্রেডিশনাল কিছুই হবে।
আচ্ছা, তামান্না হাত তুলেছিল।
ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্টস গেস করতে হবে, করব না। যদি গেস করার পর ওটা চেঞ্জ করে দেয় তাহলে তো সমস্যা।
নিশাত খুব হাসছেন, কি রয়েছে আজকে?
আমি হাসছি কারণ মহামঞ্চে যখন ঢুকি তখন সবসময় চিন্তা করি যে আমি সিলেবাসের বাহিরে মানে প্রশ্নপত্রের উত্তর দিতে যাচ্ছি। এখন আমি তার জন্য কখনোই কোনো কিছু গেস করি না, যেহেতু আমি রান্না পারি তো যেটাই আসবে কিছু না কিছু করে দিতে পারবো ইনশাল্লাহ।
অনেক হলো অনুমান বিজ্ঞ বিচারক, এবারে আসলে কি হতে যাচ্ছে আমি সেটাই জানতে চাই।
ওয়েল, কেউ যখন গেস করতে পারছে না, দেরি না করে আজকের স্পেশাল ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্টসটা নিয়ে আসা হোক।
যথা আজ্ঞা, তার মানে টিম আজকের ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্টস নিয়ে আসুন। এই লাল কাপড়ে মোড়ানো রহস্যটা আমরা উন্মোচন করতে চাই। শেফ নাইম আশরাফ, প্লিজ একটু হেল্প করুন।
দেখতে চাচ্ছেন কি আছে?
অবশ্যই, কারণ এই রহস্য জানার জন্য আমরা সবাই অধীর আগ্রহে অপেক্ষা করে আছি।
পার্টিসিপেন্টস, আজকের আমাদের মেইন ইনগ্রিডিয়েন্টস এটাই, কচুর ডগা আর কচুর মুড়। গত পর্বের মতো এক্স্যাক্টলি সেমভাবে আমাদেরকে আজকেও দুটো রেসিপি বানাতে হবে। সাথে আপনারা যদি চান কমপ্লিমেন্টারি অর সাইড ডিশ একটা বানাতে পারবেন। টাইম উইল বি দ্য সেম, 1 hour কুকিং টাইম অ্যান্ড 15 minutes ফর গ্রোসারি। ইট ইজ এ টিম ওয়ার্ক, টিম বন্ডিং ফর্ম করবেন, টিমে কাজ করবেন, দুটো প্রপার ডিশ নিয়ে আসবেন, ইউ উইল গেট দ্য মার্কস।
পার্টিসিপেন্টস, আমি বলবো এই যে কচুর মূল এবং ডগা দিয়ে যেটাই রান্না করো না কেন তোমরা, এর ফ্লেভারটা যেন পাই এবং ফিলটাও যেন আমরা যখন খাবো বাইটে বাইটে পাই, এই জিনিসটা মাথায় রাখতে হবে।
ডিয়ার পার্টিসিপেন্টস, আপনারা সবাই নিশ্চয়ই বুঝে গেছেন আপনাদেরকে এমন প্লেটিং করে নিয়ে আসতে হবে যেখানে আমাদের থিমের সাথে প্লেটিং যাতে ম্যাচ করে। এই তো বাংলার স্বাদ, আমরা যাতে প্লেটিংয়ে এই তো বাংলার স্বাদটা পেয়ে যাই।
এবং সেই সাথে আরেকবার মনে করিয়ে দিতে চাই গত পর্ব এবং আজকের পর্ব 2 পর্ব মিলিয়ে কিউমুলেটিভ স্কোরে যে বটম টিম থাকবে তাদেরকে এই মঞ্চ থেকে বিদায় নিতে হবে।
মাই ডিয়ার পার্টিসিপেন্টস, আজকেও তোমরা কোনো মেন্টরস টাইম পাচ্ছ না, কাজেই যে যার মতো টিম বিল্ড করে কাজ করতে হবে। বেস্ট অফ লাক অল অফ ইউ।
মেন্টরস টাইম আউট শুরু হবে এখন। 2 মিনিটস পাবেন প্রতিটা পার্টিসিপেন্টসের জন্য। 2 মিনিটস।
না, ওই রেশিও মেনটেন করতে 3টা ভাগে ভাগ করে না করে এই 3টা রুটি একসাথে বেরিয়ে দিয়েছে।
সংখ্যাটা হলো ইয়াতে দিবেন না, চিলি ফ্লেক্স এটাতে না, আমি বলি এক মিনিট শ্যালো ফ্রাই করবেন। হ্যাঁ, কাটলেটে দিবেন, চাটনি লাইক কাটলেট, ঠিক আছে?
আমাদের বিজ্ঞ বিচারকেরা জানিয়ে দিয়েছেন রান্নার জন্য আপনাদের সময় হচ্ছে 2 ঘন্টা এবং আপনাদের সময় শুরু হচ্ছে এখন।
পার্টিসিপেন্টস, আর মাত্র 1 ঘন্টা বাকি। মেন্টরস, আপনাদের মেন্টরস টাইম আউট শুরু হবে এখন। 2 মিনিটস পাবেন প্রতিটা পার্টিসিপেন্টসের জন্য। 2 মিনিটস।
না, ওই রেশিও মেনটেন করতে 3টা ভাগে ভাগ করে না করে এই 3টা রুটি একসাথে বেরিয়ে দিয়েছে।
সংখ্যাটা হলো ইয়াতে দিবেন না, চিলি ফ্লেক্স এটাতে না, আমি বলি এক মিনিট শ্যালো ফ্রাই করবেন। হ্যাঁ, কাটলেটে দিবেন, চাটনি লাইক কাটলেট, ঠিক আছে?
তারাই শুধু বারবার হিট করতেছে, তো হবে না।
এখন যে বাচ্চারা সাথে করবে না, কিন্তু
1.5 মিনিট আছে মাহফুজুর রহমান, ফেরদৌস সারা এবং আইরিশ আতিয়ারের জন্য। অনলি 1 মিনিট 11 সেকেন্ডস।
পাতাটা ছড়াও, ছড়াই একটা প্লেট ভর্তা
গ্যাসপটের উপর দিয়ে হালকা করে পেটে
ফেরদৌস সারা চলে আসুন।
সবই হয়ে যাবে। আগে দেখুন বলবেন যে আমার হচ্ছে পাই তো কাবার। হ্যাঁ, এটাই হচ্ছে, দেখবেন হালকা একটু আমি যেটা করে দিচ্ছি।
নাদিয়া, নাতাশা, আজকে আপনার 3 জন পার্টিসিপেন্ট, খুব টেনশন হচ্ছে,
অনেক
অবস্থা তাদের?
আমি দেখলাম যেটা অসিত খুব ভালোভাবে কাজ আগায় নিচ্ছে, ওর সব কিছু রেডি, মানে সব কম্পোনেন্ট রেডি, আর শুধু বেকিংটা বাকি আছে। আর ঠিক হচ্ছে উনি আপুর যেটা দেখলাম উনিও সব কিছু গুছিয়ে ফেলেছে, ওনার ডোটা রেডি করেছে, এখন জাস্ট বেলে আর কি ওভেনে দিবে। বাট আমি একটু টেনশন হচ্ছে ডাক্তার মুনিমকে নিয়ে অ্যাগেইন, কারণ উনি যে ডোটা করেছে আমাদের যে টার্ট শেলের জন্য, যেটা হয় কি যে এই শেল এটা কিন্তু আমাদের ফ্রিজে রাখতে হয়,
যাতে গলে না যায়, একটু রেস্টে রাখতে হয়। বাট উনি যেটা করেছে বাইরে রেখে দিয়েছে, তো দ্যাটস যেহেতু বাটার এবং গরমের একটা ব্যাপার থাকে, এটা সফট হয়ে গেছে।
সাদিয়া তাহের,
আমি জিনাতকে নিয়ে একটু টেন্সড। আসলে আমার মনে হয়েছে সে ট্রেডিশনাল ফুড নিয়ে অনেক জানে বা তার আইডিয়া ভালো, ওটার হাত ভালো, বাট ইন্টারন্যাশনাল কুইজিন্স নিয়ে আমার মনে হচ্ছে তার আইডিয়াটা একটু কম। যেমন ইটালিয়ানে আসলে কী কী টাইপের হার্বস যাবে এটা নিয়ে ওনার তেমন একটা আইডিয়া নেই। সো উনি ওই জায়গাটাতে আমার মনে হচ্ছে একটু মেসড আপ করবে, বাট আই হোপ যাতে ভালো করে।
আইরিশ হাতিয়ার,
রূপাকে নিয়ে একটু কনফিডেন্ট ছিলাম, বাট রূপা আমার কেন জানি মনে হচ্ছে ও এখন কনফিউজ হয়ে গেছে, একটু প্রেশারাইজড হচ্ছে। ওয়ারাজ আমি সাইমাকে নিয়ে খুব বেশি টেনশনে ছিলাম, লাস্ট পর্বটাতে তার খুবই খারাপ হয়েছিল। আজকে সে ভালো করছে।
ফেরদৌসারা,
দুইজন পার্টিসিপেন্ট, এর মধ্যে কুমু আছে যে গত এপিসোডে হচ্ছে ব্ল্যাক স্কাপ পেয়েছিল। আজকে যে ব্যাপারটা যে ওর উপর একটা চাপ পড়েছে যে ও হচ্ছে কতটা বেটার করতে পারবে আজকের পারফরমেন্সটা। তো এখন পর্যন্ত আমি যতটুকু দেখেছি আমার কাছে মনে হয়েছে ও খুব মানে ভালোভাবে করছে ওর কাজগুলো। আর একটা হচ্ছে নওশিন, ও হচ্ছে ব্রেডও কখনো করে নাই, বাট আমি ওকে ফুল মেজারমেন্ট সহ ওকে সব কিছু ব্রিফ করে এসেছি।
মাহফুজুর রহমান,
আমার পার্টিসিপেন্ট হচ্ছে দুইজন, নাশিতা আর সাফায়েত। সাফায়েত অলমোস্ট রান্না হয়ে গেছে, আমি টেস্ট করে দেখে আসছি, একটু সল্টের ব্যালেন্স আমার কাছে কম লেগেছে, বললাম সামান্য একটু দিতে হবে। নাশিতা যেটা স্টাফিং করেছে ওটা অনেক মজা ছিল, কিন্তু ওর টাটশেলটা একটু বাটারি হয়ে গেছে, এই জন্য ক্রাক আসছিল। আমি বলছি সামান্য একটু ময়দা, একটু আইসিং সুগার দিয়ে ওটাকে সুন্দর করে মিশিয়ে আবার তুমি 2-3টা বানিয়ে রাখ।
থ্যাংক ইউ বেস্ট অফ লাক। দেখা যাক কি হয়। আমার তো মনে হয় যে আজকে সবাই খুব ভালো করবে।
এটা কি নিচ্ছি পুরো কেন খাওয়াচ্ছে? লেবু কেন ওটার মধ্যে দিচ্ছে? লেবু কেন পড়ে যেতে বলছে?
সময় হয়েছে রাজনু স্টোরে যাবার এবং সেখান থেকে আপনাদের কি কি ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্টস লাগবে সেটা নিয়ে আসতে হবে। আর বরাবরের মতো আমাদের সময় 15 মিনিটস। সো আপনাদের সময় শুরু হচ্ছে এখন। সো আজকে যে 9 জন রান্না করছেন আপনাদের সময় 1 ঘন্টা, আর সেই সময় শুরু হচ্ছে এখন।
কি নিচ্ছি পুরো কেন খাওয়াচ্ছে?
লেবু কেন ওটা আমাকে দিচ্ছে? লেবু কেন পরে দিতে বলছে?
পার্টিসিপেন্টস, আর মাত্র 30 মিনিটস বাকি আছে, অনলি 30 মিনিটস।
প্রত্যেক প্রতিযোগীর জন্য মেন্টার্স টাইম থাকছে 5 মিনিট করে।
আজকে আমাদের ফিশ ফিউশন এই সেগমেন্টের জন্য রাঁধুনি গ্রোসারিতে যাওয়ার সময় থাকছে 15 মিনিটস আর কুকিং টাইম থাকছে 1 আওয়ার।
আর পূর্ণিমাপু, মেন্টরদের সময়টা তো দেওয়া হবে নিশ্চয়ই?
অবশ্যই থাকছে। প্রত্যেক প্রতিযোগীর জন্য মেন্টার্স টাইম থাকছে 5 মিনিট করে, যাতে আপনাদের কুজিন এবং সেই সাথে রেসিপিগুলো ভালো করে যাতে বুঝিয়ে দিতে পারে।
থ্যাংক ইউ। আমি আমার টিম বিজ্ঞ বিচারক অনুরোধ করব তাদের আসনে বসার জন্য। অনেক ধন্যবাদ। মেন্টরস, প্লিজ বসবেন আপনারা। সেই সাথে প্লিজ আপনারাও বসুন। মেন্টরস, আপনারা পাচ্ছেন আপনাদের প্রত্যেক প্রতিযোগীর জন্য 5 মিনিটস এবং মেন্টরস টাইম শুরু হচ্ছে এখন।
ফিশ যেটা আপনি ভাজবেন,
এখন আপনি একটা চিলি অয়েল বানাবেন।
হাফ করলে এই যে চাঙ্কগুলো থাকে না, ফিশটা অ্যাকচুয়ালি হাইলাইট হতে হবে। বিকম সুগার, ফিশ সল্টগুলো টেস্টটা দেবেন। আপনি আগে গুলি দিন, অর্ডার লিখে নিন, টাইম তো বেশি নেই। যে কারিটা আছে, কারিটা অনেক ফ্লেভারফুল, অনিয়ন সুপে যে কালারটা হয় ওই কালারটা হবে।
যখন আমার মেন্টর আমাকে খুব সুন্দর করে বুঝিয়ে দিয়েছে আসলে এই কুজিনটা এভাবে করতে হবে, তখন আমার কাছে মনে হলো যে এটা অনেক 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 সোজা এবং সরল একটা রেসিপি, আমি পারবো।
খুব দিতে হচ্ছে কারিটা দিবা,
ফিলিংটা হচ্ছে কি মাছের ফিশ সস, পেপার, লেমন জুস,
টেস্টিং ফ্লেভারস এগুলো কোনো অপারেশন নেই।
মালয়েশিয়ান কুজিন পাওয়ার পর থেকে আমার মাথায় কাজ করছে যে আমি আজকে একটা ফিশ ফ্রাই টাইপের কিছু করতে চাই। যখন আমার মেন্টরের সাথে এটা নিয়ে কথা বললাম, তখন উনি আমাকে বলল যে আমি করতে পারি, কিন্তু সে আমাকে অনেক কিছু সাজেস্ট করলো যেটা দিয়ে আমার ডিশটা আরও বেটার হতে পারে।
ভালো করে সো বেস্ট অফ লাক, গুড লাক। ওকে, থ্যাংক ইউ, থ্যাংক ইউ। আমি স্পাইসেসগুলো ঠিক কোন যে সস দরকার এটার মধ্যে? হ্যাঁ,
মানে হচ্ছে আপনার
বলে যাবো আপনি আপনার এটা আপনার টাইমটাকেও তো আপনাকে কাপড় করতে হবে।
ফেরদৌস সারা, আপনার সময় শেষ। থ্যাংক ইউ। পার্টিসিপেন্টস, এবারে রাধুনি স্টোরে যাবার পালা। আর আপনারা সবাই জানেন রাধুনি স্টোরের জন্য আপনাদের সময় হচ্ছে 15 মিনিটস। সো আপনাদের সময় শুরু হচ্ছে এখন।
Chú phải thăm cái này sao không dùng ạ? Chuối thứ 9, tốt. Ari á, sao khỏe hơn Ari mình vậy? Chiến binh thần chú. What? Roll cái. Hình ẩn chính này. Hình tiên phong này. 3 căn trường thừa một con này. Này đi. Bam ultimate. Yes, I win. TCB 13 triệu. 25 màn tốt. Good goal. Theo dõi những gì à? Chấm. Tạo watlit. Bri vẫn đánh ổn chứ. 5 vàng. Ui không được. Đi chỗ khác chơi. Đi chỗ khác chơi nhanh. Nhon. Thêm học giả nữa à? Khó khăn vậy. Duy à, tiên linh này. Con này không kích cái gì này, giờ bỏ nó ra. Trông chủ bí ấy vào kinh luôn đấy. Rồi chứa ra can vào kinh luôn đấy. Khỏe thế. Wow. Money. Bó này ra can. Văn vì cảm hứng cái gì? Xem nào, roll cái đi. Roll cái nữa đi. Còn chính tiên phong này. Bán này này. Không ra tướng gì ngon vậy. Chỉ biết ra can nó không có ạ. Chán thế. Bẹp, khỏe chua. Chẳng còn xinh xắn như lúc em cười đâu. Close. Ôi. Tới có không ạ? Là how to tìm đi. tìm kiếm à. 50k bằng khay 5 quả. Bao giờ có hàng là mình đăng lên page đúng không? Hỏi cái đi. Siêu rẻ. Ồ, 10.000 một quả. Nó kìa. Quả thì giá over kia ổn mà áp ạ. Lưu vào chữ này. Anh thằng nào cũng comment như giỏi rồi. Every trông bullshit phải. What? Bell, you look great. Chán thế à. Best bicep exercise. Viking curl. Ôi, boy. Everybody farming. And the pizza, very good. Một 1 triệu 4 anh chịu được đấy. Shut up.